Thank you so much for joining us. And as promised, we're back with Tumza in the kitchen.
Of course, Palisa. And we're in the, if you're like me, obviously, we're in the new year. And if you're anything like me, then you're looking for penny-saving recipes that still pack a punch. Our Clover Fresh Milk crispy chicken livers are sure to keep both tummies and wallets happy, Pali. That you know, Muskel, we're putting people on, making sure we're saving money, making sure we're still getting healthy. It's Wellness Wednesday.
Absolutely.
We are using a superfood today. I don't know if many people know this, but chicken livers are a superfood.
I love chicken livers, and what I like about chicken livers the most is their versatility. You can have it in the afternoon, in the morning, for dinner. It just depends on how you would like to prepare them. So today I'm having them in a way I've never had them before, which is frying them, girl.
Correct, girl. So to start it off, you've got some ingredients in front of you there. You've got some chicken livers, some lemon juice, some a fresh lemon which you're going to zest, salt and pepper. So we're going to start it off with our Clover Fresh Milk, where normally if you were to make a chicken recipe where you're basically breading the recipe, you'd want to use buttermilk. But obviously we know our Clover Fresh Milk that stays fresh for up to 18 days because of its triple protect. We're using that today because it's a, you know, star of the day. So you just add your lemon juice into that and let that work together. Those ingredients basically need to sit together. The chicken livers will absorb all that flavor, right?
Okay, so I can also add my seasoning here, my salt and pepper as well.
Girl.
Add it all in. Okay, salt and pepper, Mzansi. And then I'm going to then put some lemon zest on top.
Yeah, zest
and then
that up.
This is essentially just that marinade.
Yeah, just the marinade. So ideally you'd want to perhaps, if you have time, keep that over for about 20 minutes just so the flavors mellow together. And then on our side, I'm doing the dry mix. And in there goes some oregano. We've got some paprika. We've got salt and pepper as well. But one thing I want to introduce people to, if they don't already know, is you can actually, instead of just using flour to bread your chicken, to bread whichever ingredient you're trying to fry, you could actually use cornstarch and baking powder. What that does is that it lightens up the breading. You know, the coating on the outside, sometimes it tends to be too stodgy and you don't want that. You want it nice and crisp. You know, when you bite into it, it goes, yes. So that's what we want, right? So I've put in some corn flour in here, and all I'm going to do is just mix up our dry ingredients.
Okay.
We've already seasoned it with all those beautiful spices and our salt and pepper. So I think you can pass over those chicken livers that you've got over there. I'm going to add just a little bit more oregano. So this is also where you'd want to spice it up. If you like it hotter, you can definitely add cayenne pepper. You could definitely even add fresh chili, because I know you, girl.
Yeah.
We're still in the new year, but I still know what you like.
I do love myself some chili, and after holding it down and speaking to Abby, you know, as the dietitian in the house today, she spoke about that vitamin D, but can't forget that vitamin C. And for me, the lemon in collaboration with the chilies, that is an ultimate vitamin C explosion.
Exactly, girl, exactly. So that's what we're making sure of, yes. We're making sure we get all our nutrients. I mean, chicken livers are high in iron as well, because so we want to make sure that we're staying healthy, even though it's the new year, even though we're saying we're watching our wallets and watching our weight, we still want to make sure we're getting all the nutrients we need.
Yeah, we can't skimp out on that at all.
No, not at all. So all that happens now is, luckily, I like my chicken livers nice and pink.
Yes.
I know most people want them very, very, very cooked, but I like mine nice and pink. So the best thing about this is you cook them until they're nice and brown on the outside. If you want to cook them longer, you can put it in the oven. It's completely up to you. But I'd suggest you perhaps nice and brown, take it out, enjoy it then, because when you let them sit, they're still going to cook for a bit longer, right? So let them sit over there. I've got some paper towel over here.
Now, Tumi, I'm just going to turn down this a little bit because I think it's a bit hot. But what I also love about you mentioned is that this is essentially that perfect iron supplement within your diet. I've got some family members that are iron deficient. You know, so much so that my little brother starts shaking. So just adding a little bit more of these with your health, with everything else that you're adding, with the nutrients, spinach as well is a very good one. Add that in your diet and you're good to go.
Basically, girl, that's it. So that's why I love chicken livers, you know. I love them for the fact that they're so great to add to your recipes, to your menu. And the fact that we're using our Clover Fresh Milk. Stays fresh for up to 18 days. It's got that recognizable blue bottle. You can't miss it.
Speak about new freshness.
Exactly, girl. So all we're going to do now is I want to get them a little nice, more brown than this. I'd like to get them nice and crispy brown. So I'm going to let these cook for a little longer. And you can actually enjoy this with as a side. You can have it as a snack. You can have it in a, you can have it even in a pita if you want to be all fancy. You can have them with pap. You can have them with anything you want to have them with. That is how versatile this recipe is.
Taking it a step further, economical, good on the wallet. I mean, whether you are buying them in a huge bulk order or just that little day-to-day measurements that you need, it is good for everything.
Correct, girl. It is good for you, good for your family, good for the babies. All we're doing here is we're making sure that we're putting people onto those flavors, putting onto those. And the other thing is you mentioned it quite a few times, economical.
Yeah.
Chicken livers are probably one of the most affordable meats you can get on the market. And they're also probably pack a whole lot of more nutrients than a lot of meats I know, so.
These tips and tricks are definitely going to elevate us within 2021. Really
Correct.
appreciate it, girl. I'm also loving the new look, so it's not only new vegetables, it's new looks within Tumi, you know, ikanda lihle mama.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And South Africa, if you want to get all these recipes, do make sure to head over to afternoonexpress.co.za.
I'll go. Sawona Mshe.
Oh, he's back.
Oh. Move way.
Clover Fresh Milk.
Made with love by Clover.